Oh, there it goes.
Okay, sweet.
Yep.
Okay, this is so much fun. All right, so
Yeah.
Naomi is my guinea pig for trying Book Creator. Naomi lives in Oklahoma and I live in California. And so this is way cool to kind of go back and forth. And Naomi's going into 7th grade next year.
Yep.
A rock star. And so she's one of the smartest girls I know. And I thought, you're perfect to train.
Thank you.
Okay, so here's my idea, memers. I want to do some more creative things for my 7th and 8th graders next year. And I want to teach teachers how to do it. So instead of always having to write out essays or like do a project that's always written, do you have to do a lot of those?
Not really. I usually write them in like on a computer.
You type up essays and reports and things?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to break out of that a little bit and let some of my kids show what they know by doing more creative things. So like instead of typing up an essay on who you are, you could use a book like for Book Creator and build a book that shows who you are and put in pictures and videos and backgrounds, and then you turn in a book instead of an essay.
That'd be awesome.
Another thing that I wanted to try maybe doing like an argumentative essay where you have to prove your point. So you could build a book that kind of proves your point. One thing that we used was, do you remember those commercials about Cheryl's she shed and it burned down?
Yes.
Okay,
so how could I forget them?
Okay, so because you know that I had a teacher try this and she experimented with some of her kids trying different technology. So instead of writing an essay on that was argumentative where you had to prove your point of view, they got to talk on Flipgrid and prove their point about who they thought burned down Cheryl's she shed. And then they had to prove why. So who do you think burned down Cheryl's she shed?
I think it was the husband because he doesn't like Cheryl spending so much time in the she shed.
Okay, girl, I totally agree with you. So that's what we had kids do. Like they had to say that and then explain why. Like some kids said because he was standing out there with his hose. And he wasn't really trying to put out the fire. He was just kind of standing there. So maybe he was the culprit.
It was State Farm.
Yes. So that would be kind of those different types of technology that some of my kids who aren't good writers, I know you're a really good writer, so it comes naturally, but I know you have kids in your class who aren't necessarily strong writers, but they're really creative and they have really cool ideas. That's kind of what I wanted to try to do with Book Creator. So I know that kind of technology-wise, it's a little bit different. So I'm going to try something. I'm going to share my screen now, and I'm going to open up Book Creator.
Okay.
And you tell me if...
We're all good.
Okay, you can see Zoom?
Yep. I can see Zoom. I can see you.
Okay, so I think I'm just going to walk you through this. And normally what I would do is if we were... let's go back here to my dashboard. Here's my library. If we were in the same room, I would be giving instructions and then you would be doing it at the same time. So I think what I want to do is I'm just going to show you and then let you ask questions along the way.
Okay.
The sad part is what I wanted to do was have you actually try to build one. And so maybe
Here,
that's
I have
something.
An idea.
Yeah.
Should I get like a piece of paper and write down the steps?
No, because here was something that I did. Watch, I'll go out to my books. I created one that I shared with you in the library. And it's a book on how to make Book Creator.
Okay, that's clever.
So I'm going to open it. So it's a Book Creator, directions on Book Creator. So this is the kind of book that you would create. Like, okay, so mine's really dorky. I'm going to tell you that because it's not very fancy. But then if I come over here, it's just like reading a book online. That's my cover. And then I turn the page. And this is my second page. And so at home, you have access to this book, so you could do this yourself.
Yeah.
So you can go to bookcreator.com and you can sign in and create an account, and you can make your own Book Creator account.
Cool.
I think it takes forever. It takes a while, and I didn't want the video to be like 45 minutes long. So I'm going to show you this, and then maybe we could try it. So then when you've created your account, it brings up this page where you're going to click on New Book. See, it's super easy. And then you get to pick your book shape. And the one that we picked, I think, was this landscape one. And then what I did is I took all the directions and I recorded them in a video and I put that on the next page of the book.
Cool.
And that's what we're going to play around with today. And
Cool.
then you can publish it online and share it with anybody that you want to. So pretty cool. Okay, can I show you a really cool book first?
Yeah.
So that you understand. Okay, this is what one of my teachers made.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, way better than mine, huh? So she did like a comic book theme.
I like that.
And then instead of like at the beginning of the school year when you meet your teachers and they share with you, here are all the things that you're going to do during the year.
Yeah.
She created a book to give to each kid.
Okay, that's really clever.
And then she put in sound. So I'm going to click it and see if you can hear it.
I can hear it.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, she just said verbally, welcome to the 2021 school year. Flip the pages to see how to be successful in our class. That's all that she shared. Okay, now ready? Watch this compared to my dorky book. Ready? Whoa! Isn't that awesome? So she made all of this and put it together. And it has just rules for the class and how to be prepared. So kind of more fun than like when a teacher stands and says, blah, blah, blah.
Yes. I like it.
And she embedded a texting code so you can text her and be part of like this group text for the class.
Clever.
And this is bored. Here, she pulled in pictures from the internet that she likes to use and layered them in here. And then down here, she has a link that you could click on and it would open up a whole nother page and it goes to her donors choose page, which is where you can contribute money to a project for a teacher.
Aw.
And then on the back, she put in a Google form that kids have to fill out when they're done reading the book. So
Cool.
read it again. So I'm going to show you really quick because you're awesome and a rock star and you don't necessarily need me to have you do this along with me. I'm just going to share with you really quick how you can start to build a book.
Okay.
So where do I go first?
The little webcam that you have. Oh, I can use that. So you press the plus with the new book.
New book, okay?
Yeah.
What style do you want to do?
You pick.
Okay, we'll just do landscape because it's super easy.
Okay.
Okay, and now I have a cover. Woohoo! So you, like when you build this on your end, that would be your first page. Okay, so up here, I think you can pick, like in Zoom too, you can pick up the picture of our faces and move us around if I'm in the way.
No, you're in a good spot.
Okay, so then these three little, can you see my mouse? These three little icons in the upper right, these are the ones that actually build your book.
Cool.
So the plus is anytime you want to start to add an element. And if I click on the plus, I can start to add import, brings anything from your computer that you've saved over.
That's
You
awesome.
can add in pictures from your camera. You can write with a pen. You can add text boxes, or you could record messages and put them in.
That's awesome.
The little eye over here connects to whatever you're working on. So right now we're working on the background. We don't have anything built. So I'm going to come up here and click on my eye, and I can start to build a background. So pick something that you want me to click on.
The black.
The black,
Solid.
okay. Boom, you now have a black background.
I like black.
Okay, oh my gosh, this is why we're related. It's my favorite. Okay, I can scroll down, and if you want to change it up, you're like, it's too dark. See how easy it is to just change the background?
Really cool.
So I'm going to keep it black. I can scroll down here. Here's some of the recent ones that I've used, so it kind of keeps them fresh.
Clever.
And then I have categories. So the comics is a really popular category. I can click on that. And now I have all these different pages that have already been made.
Cool.
So you like black, I'm going to click on this. So now we could do like a comic book theme. And this could be the background for all of your pages.
That background tricked my eyes for a second.
No, you and me both. It kind of like it's zooming in and out, huh?
Yeah, like.
Okay. So how about green? Is that easier to see?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like Ben 10.
Okay. So to get out of this, like let's say I really like that, I can back out by using my little blue button here. Back myself out. And then there's all these different categories. You could look at different types of paper for your background. So you have music notes and like grid paper.
That's cool.
You could look at borders. So this one's kind of fun, like Could make a page like this for you, like a cork board.
Uh-huh.
You can come down, there's different patterns, polka dots, and textures. So you can explore with any type of background that you want.
Cool.
So we'll stick with this one because the black one did the same thing to my eyes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you've done this in other classes, but the way that you build a book is you're really going to layer things on top of each other. So if this is my background and I want to put words on, I'm going to come up here and I'm going to add a new layer because my background's set now. So I'm going to add an item. And then where do you think I'd go on this list to add some words?
Text.
Okay, so I'm going to click on text. And it gives me a box where my text goes. You know, like in Word or Google Docs, it normally gives you a text box.
Yeah.
What do you want to type? What do you want to call this?
How
about Naomie is my, let's make it my favorite. Okay, that's my book. I'm gonna make a whole book about you. Okay, if I like this is where I'm actually putting the text. It always pops up with this little box. I can only do bold and underline and italics up here, which isn't many options, huh? Okay, so I'm gonna hit done. And do you see where it put it?
Yep.
Way hard to see. So where do I want to pull it?
In the middle.
Yeah, perfect. And what does that red line mean when I hover over that?
That usually means like that's the center part.
Yeah, that's exactly. And so I did center both ways.
Yeah.
Okay, so remember what I told you, whatever I click on, whatever box I'm working on is what's connected to the eye. So now instead of backgrounds, if I click on the eye, it's gonna give me all my text box options. So I can make this bigger, or smaller, and I could change the font because I don't like that font.
You have Comic Sans? That's my favorite.
You like, that's your favorite? Yeah, let's look.
Comic Sans, it's classic.
Okay, so I moved the box and it took me out of the eye, so I have to come up and click again. Let's look for Comic Sans. No. There's not a whole lot of options.
Yeah.
There's one called Creepster. I don't see Comic Sans. Which one would you like to try?
Creepster.
You want to try? Okay. So you're going to make a creepy book. Do you see how it looks a little scary?
Is it red?
If I like that font, but it's too small, I'm going to back out of font option. And then I'm going to increase the size. Just by clicking this box here. Naomie. Okay, and now I want it centered because it looks kind of funny. So here's my options, just like on Word or Google Docs. I'm going to center it. And maybe I'm going to pull it up a little so it looks a little better. Okay. It looks like a very threatening book with that choice. Okay, where do you think I'd go on this page if I wanted to change the color?
Go to the color. I just realized that you can see me pointing at my screen.
Oh.
I've just been pointing at it.
Okay, so if I do red, oh, that's a little more creepy, huh? Okay, so we're gonna make this a creepy book, a creepy comic book, apparently.
Heck yes.
Okay, so that's my cover.
Yeah.
And I'm just showing you really simple things of how you could start. I think when you get around, you have to put your hands on it and you have to play around to see how it's built. So now I'm going to click the arrow and that's going to take me to my next page. So when I click on this, what do you think is going to show up?
A blank page.
Yeah, you got it. Okay.
All
right, what should we do first?
Pick the background color.
The background? Okay. Yeah. So where do I click up here? Which one of these?
I keep pointing. The plus mark.
Okay. All right.
Wait, I was wrong.
That's okay. Love you, girl. Okay. What if I move over one to the eye?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Because remember, the eye connects to whatever you're working on.
Yep.
Okay. Tell me where to go.
Go down.
Okay.
To, I'm just picking random numbers that I can read. Comics.
You want to do comics? Okay.
Yeah.
And now which one do you like?
The like blackish thunderbolt looking ones.
This one, the one that was funky on our eyes?
That one. The
farther here?
Yeah, that one.
Okay. Sweet. Okay, I like that. It kind of has circles in the middle too. Okay, so my background's good. And now I want to layer in, what if I wanted to layer a picture? So that's something we haven't done yet. So I'm going to come up here to my plus because I'm adding an item. And this time I'm going to add, they don't have, and this is something that's really interesting about book creators. They don't have like a whole bunch of pictures for you to choose from. So what you would do is you would save all the pictures that you wanted in your book on your computer as images. And then we would go through when it's time to add them to your page. We're going to import them each time.
Okay.
So I'll give you a little dorky example. So I'm going to import a picture that I have saved on my computer. So we're going to click import. It gives me all these options. Oh, you could search Google Images. Why don't we try that? I haven't done that yet. What type of picture do you want to put in your death comic book?
Oh, Sans Undertow, because I have nothing to do. It just comes randomly to my mind.
Sand undertow?
Sans, like the font.
Oh. Okay. Undertow like that?
Tail.
Undertale?
Tail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What on earth did we pull up? Okay, do you see any of these?
Wrong.
It did what?
The wrong tail. like fairy tale. Like fairy tale.
Got it. Okay. Is it 2 words?
No, it's one big word.
Okay. I don't want to look
There
at
we
the other
go.
field. Okay, is this what you wanted?
There it is. Okay.
These are cool.
Yeah.
Okay. How about this guy?
That's Gaster. Do it.
Do it? Okay, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to double click him and it's going to import his picture into your scary death comic book. Okay, let's pick another picture. I'm going to show you how to do one from my computer. So I'm going to hit plus, import, and now I'm going to go to my files because that's where I saved them. And these are kind of dorky ones because they're all school related. How about this cartoon? Or this, how about this? It's a brain with, oh.
I thought
There
it
we
was
go.
out of focus for a second. I was really confused. Yeah.
You see how it layered it over the top? So the order that I add them in is the order of the layers. So the background, and then what's his name? Guess what?
It's just there.
What's the guy's name?
Gaster.
Yeah, okay, so the background, Gaster, and then my picture. And I can shape it. I can make it smaller and put it in the corner. And I can kind of hover it over. These don't go together at all.
No, they don't.
I could put it over his face. If I did it in the wrong order and I wanted to move this big brain head behind Gaster, I can come up here to my eye, because remember, the eye is connected to whatever you're working on. Click on my eye, and I'm going to move him back a layer. So let's move him back, and now he went behind Gaster. So now Gaster's on top. Okay. Okay, so do you kind of get a feel for how to build pages? You build in your background, and then anything you want to layer on top of that. And then you get to come in and play around. You can pull pictures from the internet. You can pull pictures from your computer. You can add in your own language. So let's say I'm actually writing a story and I want to put a little text box under here. I can go to plus. And then what am I going to do to add a text box? Where am I going to go?
Press the text button.
Okay. Score. Gastor. Gaster is so handsome. Okay. I'm going to click done. And now I'm going to move his little box down here. Okay. But now it's like black on black. That's way hard to see. So how would you fix that?
Well, you change the color.
Okay. So I'm clicking on my text box. So I'm going to come up to the eye. That's going to give me all the information about the text. Okay. And then where do I go?
Color.
Okay. What color do you want to make it?
Green.
Okay. Okay, what do you think of green on black? How's that?
I like that.
Okay, I'm gonna go back out. Should we make it bigger?
Yeah.
Okay, so where do I go to make it bigger?
You go to the bar with the plus sign and minus sign on either side.
There you go. See how it's making it bigger down there?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm going to pick them up and move them. Let's put it right there.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you can add a shadow to the background of your letters. See, made it just a little fancier.
Ooh, so fancy.
And then you can play around with fonts. Pick a new one. Should we go back to Killer?
Should do.
Scroll slow. The fun ones are kind of at the end. I'll go to the end and show you those.
Yeah.
Here's kind of the fun ones.
Permanent marker.
Okay. Sweet. Now it looks like you wrote it with your hand.
Yeah.
Okay, now I don't like my head because that looks stupid on here. So I'm going to exit out and click on my head. And then how would I get rid of him, do you think?
Probably press backspace.
Backspace. Done. That's what happened. See, he goes away. So pretty easy, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. I think you're a rock star.
Yay.
Do you have questions?
Surprisingly, no.
You can create, so on my end as like a teacher, I could create an account and have all the kids in my class join my library. So as you make books, I could see them. So then you don't have to turn them in, I just see them in my library. Since you're not my real student, and if you wanted to play around and make your own books, you could create your very own account and it's all free. So you just have to sign in using your email, or you can use mom and dad's email.
I have an email now, so I can do that.
You really?
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, you need to send that to me. Is it
Okay.
a school or just personal?
Personal.
Okay, yeah, send it to me.
Okay.
And then under your own email, you could make your own books.
Wait.
And then it's all safe as long as you're pulling up safe pictures from the internet.
Wait.
Nothing naughty. Nothing too scary.
What?
Just kidding.
Ma'am. No, I'm not even going to say anything.
Okay.
You'd be surprised about the scary things that I search up.
Yeah, I bet. Like this guy is a little freaky.
Yeah.
Okay, and then when you're done, there's a way to publish. And at the very end of your book, you can actually publish your book, and it gives you a link, and you could email it to me and share it.
Yay.
So it's pretty fun. So you are like the best student ever.
No.
Okay. Was anything super hard? Do you think 7th graders would get that? Like if a teacher were to show them how to do it, do you think they'd pick up?
Was to show them that, then yes, they'd probably understand.
Okay. Do you feel like your age is pretty, like you guys are just so techie? Do you think it's pretty natural to learn this stuff?
Probably.
Okay. What else would you make a book on? Like related?
Well, I'd probably end up like writing a story rather than adding like a crap ton of pictures.
Okay.
I'd probably, maybe like a picture book or something.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Okay. So you can brainstorm a little. I'm going to make a book on all the reasons I love you.
Yay.
Okay, love, you're like the best in the whole world. Okay. And you have helped me a ton.
No problem.
And I hope that wasn't too crazy.
No, it was really simple.
Okay. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit stop recording. And then I'm going to call your cell phone really quick and just say goodbye. Okay? Okay, love. All right, I'm going to stop.